News.
Live.
Somebody, I'm getting a little bit of an echo from somebody, but not bad.
Might be me.
Welcome back to the Ramblecast. Check it out. Welcome back to Jack's old joke that you laugh about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, and Jay's disappeared somewhere underground. Who'd have thought they'd lead you back here where we need you? Yeah, we tease Jack a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
That might be your best one yet.
That's an old one. I did that one.
Except for Chris.
Yeah, I did that one like early on, back when we first started doing songs.
Really?
Oh, okay.
I found it I had saved that because usually I delete them, and I happened to find that one on my iCloud. I was like, oh, I'll play that one again.
That was a show that was great for like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And then it just
Are we talking about the Ramblecast?
Ramblecast didn't have 2 good seasons. Welcome back, Carter.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, we were in school and we always want to be the sweat hogs. We tell the teacher, up your nose with a rubber hose. I mean, considering what kids tell their teachers now, that's fairly tame.
I mean, I think if we voted on what was the best TV show song, that's got to be in the top 4 or 5. I mean, that's a good song.
There's so many though.
There's so many, but like
it's never made my top 10 list, but it's one of those songs I like.
You like it, yeah, exactly. I mean, because like there's some that are just bits, they're not really a full song, where that's actually a full song. Just like the one from American Dad, is a full song. There's some that are actual songs, and there's some that are just like, the Cheers melody is a great song, but it's not a full song. It's just that intro, and that's
it's a full song.
Greatest American Hero.
Oh yeah, it's a full song. You only hear it on
you used to play it on the radio.
Yeah, you only hear the first 30 seconds on the show, but it's a full song.
Oh, okay.
Don't come at Boston because he's not gonna miss.
Yeah, he was a 2-punch knockout.
Crazy, right? You guys heard that news? Jack, did you see that news about the?
I saw it the first thing it happened. I went, oh my god! I didn't know Chris went to the game.
No. He hates those Dolphins, man.
So I would check my text. So I texted my buddies who were at the game for that incident. And let me see if I can pull up the exact text here.
It's just full of a bunch of.
There was a incident.
For everyone who doesn't know out there, Chris has struck again. So he only does it like every 15 years.
No, see, this isn't funny. This is actually a real deal. So,
die.
So a Patriots fan got into it. The Dolphins fan at the last week's Patriots game. Punches were thrown and the dude died, which is kind of crazy.
It's just a game, people.
Yeah,
it's just a fucking game.
Yeah, but the Dolphins actually might be pretty good this year.
My buddies texted me and said, "Hey, this is so fucked up," but it also made me realize how removing name here for content here, how so and so got lucky that only his glasses got broke that night. He goes, "Yeah, I had the exact same thought. I even told some coworkers about it earlier today. Glad I didn't land the wrong way to my death. Good God. Meanwhile, Miami's complaining about the rude Pats fans. Excuse me, we don't kill people." I said, dude, and they go, "This has been a long-running joke on my podcast since that night. The story has been twisted to make me look like the bad guy that punched an old man. This is only going to perpetuate that story even more."
You know what?
I gotta be. It was my first thought. I mean, I felt bad for the guy. I'm like going, and then people are saying, people just got out their cell phones and just filmed it. What are you supposed to do? I mean, there's a reason why hockey referees don't jump in when they're fighting.
Yeah,
because they're the ones that get the worst. I mean, it happened to me a few times, and I finally learned, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do because I'd end up at the bottom of the pile with people punching me. I'm like going, "You're punching me. You're punching me." And so what are people supposed to do? If people are going to fight, I'm not breaking it up.
Well, it's a no-win scenario on either the people who are trying to fight or the people trying to break it up. Because if you hit somebody, you're going to get sued.
Yeah.
And my biggest fear, always in any kind of stadium seating, is it's not getting hit. It's where you fall. Down. It's where you fall. Because like if you hit your neck on the back of a seat or on the concrete step or anything else, you were
the railing.
Fucked. Yeah, or the railing.
Pretty sure that's what happened to the dude.
Well, people are saying, well, now NFL is going to have to stop selling beer. Ain't no way the NFL is going to stop selling beer.
Yeah.
Stop selling tickets at that point.
There's no sell. I mean, that's they're printing money up.
I mean,
again, they need to hire more security, and you can't have people my age and as ushers in the aisles trying to break these things up. True. Seriously, I mean, there's people I know, like in Pittsburgh, the ushers are older than me, so like, hey, stop that.
I mean, to be completely honest, though, I mean, you got to think about it, right? So, like, this has never happened, like,
at least in 15 years.
Well, there's been people seriously injured, though. I mean, there's been people beat outside the stadium. I mean, it's happened at their stadium a few times. People have been. I mean, I know a Raider fan years ago stabbed a Charger fan at San Diego.
It's warranted.
When they were playing in San Diego, and that's when all of a sudden San Diego fans stopped going, you know what? I'm not going to these Raider games anymore because it's just
Raiders fans are ex-felons anyhow, all of them. So
what do you mean ex?
And current. Yeah. I mean, that's been my joke for years since they left Oakland to go to Vegas. It's like, how in the hell are they going to get a fan base? Because they can't cross state lines when they're on parole.
Their ankle bracelets won't let them across.
Yeah.
No, but but the fights are getting worse. I remember when I used to go to games and I was young and I'd go to Dodger Stadium we talked shit, but nobody threw a punch. Nobody threw a punch. We were drinking and stuff like that, but no one got up and said, I'm going to kick your fucking ass. I'm going to do that. It very rarely happened. Now it's commonplace.
Back in my day, all you needed was this.
Yeah.
But you live.
It's just sad. It's a sad situation. The poor guy had to die over a game. Like I said, I don't know who started it. I don't know if he threw the first punch. He said, I guess his wife said he was being taunted by Dolphin fans.
He died as he lived.
Yeah, but if you're in your home park, who cares? I mean, it's like whatever.
No, I mean that's just awful.
So you're saying, Jack, if Dean Spanos is sitting next to you in the stadium, you're not taking your shot?
Oh, I am definitely going to make him feel like shit. I'm going to make him
feel the Hamilton music.
Yeah, I would.
Not going to take my.
I would. You know how the people take pictures like a politician or something? They go, "Hey, can I get a?" And I would have to say, "Hey, do you still feel like shit that you left San Diego the way you did?" I would say something like that, and there's no way he'd throw a punch at me. He's gutless. I mean, he's gutless. So
I would
give him shit though.
I'm just imagining Cindy filming this.
Yeah.
But then Cindy's the one that throws the punch.
Exactly. Oh, she probably would. I've had to control her a few times.
She would be like, "You've put me through hell."
Hell, he had hair before now.
Anyway, no, I would give him shit. I don't mind people talking shit back and forth. That's part of the fun of going to the game. But you know, when you're knocking someone's glasses off and they're old and you know, it's just not right.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
I think I haven't been in a fight since I was probably in 5th grade, but I think it's because I usually just laugh at the person that's trying to start a fight with me, you know, which probably makes it worse. But it's just it's one of those things where I'm just like, really? Yeah, I mean, like I know I told that like some guy was tailgating my dad one time, like 5-6 years ago, and then my dad pulled over into the parking lot, and the guy pulled over, and he gets out of his car, and he had little man syndrome. He's probably like 5'2". And like as soon as I get out of the car, because my mom's like, go help your dad. I just start laughing at the guy because I'm just like, look at you, dude. Like, we're going to kill you. Like, he didn't like me.
He doesn't have millions, but that's okay.
Yeah.
He's got paper money. He's worth money on paper. His team's worth a lot.
So who won the game?
He's not a millionaire.
Dolphins
Huh?
or Pats?
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Dolphins won the game. Dolphins. Pats just are struggling offensively.
What is it?
Yeah.
How many times have the Dolphins actually won in
Boston.
Foxborough there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Wow.
Really? Okay. Like for some
Yeah.
reason in my
They,
mind,
have
I'm
our
like
number
statistically
for
like,
whatever reason.
Huh.
I don't get it.
Okay.
But the Pats offense isn't really struggling. I mean, they've been scoring like 30 points a game. It's just,
They scored 17 against the Dolphins.
was it 17?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's. I'm not doing the math here, but that's 13 shy of 30.
Yeah. I thought it was 30.
How many they
Oh,
scored against?
yeah.
What's the first week?
Just-
It was like 30 points.
All right, now I'm gonna look it up. I think you're wrong.
Yeah. My whole fall.
Jack
opened-
no longer
opened up.
trusts Chris's math.
Yeah.
My
No,
whole
neither do
fall
I, really.
schedule opened up because the Tennessee Volunteers lost to Florida, and so I'm like, well, I'm done.
And they had a fight after the game.
They did, yeah. I mean, it
Mm.
makes sense because it doesn't make sense, but the quarterback was going to take a knee to kill the clock, but he just kept standing there. So like naturally, if you're just standing there with the ball, you're open to get hit. And so finally, when he saw the defensive player coming at him, he started to act like he's going to take a knee, and then they hit him, and then of course the whole offensive line for Florida got pissed, and then it all went to chaos. But it was just stupid because Tennessee was the 11th ranked team in the country, and we lost to an unranked Florida, and we didn't just lose; we lost terribly because our quarterback is extremely talented, but I can't think of a professional quarterback to compare it to, but he gets the jitters, like when he actually is in game time, and he overthrows it all the fucking time.
Hmm.
And so it's just like, dude, take him fucking out. If you can't throw a fucking football because you're scared, then get off the field. And Chris, you're muted.
Doing the Patriots average, they're averaging about 18 points a game.
Oh, well, I guess I was wrong.
They had
Yeah, but
20.
not-
They had 20 the first week and 17 the second week. So
No.
But does that include preseason? I'm talking preseason.
But what's his name from the Bears? I feel like
Fields.
he was doing that the other night where he was like, who were they? Not the Bears, the Browns. Sorry, Browns.
Browns. Oh, Watson.
Browns are,
Watson. Yeah, I feel like he was just like he couldn't throw shit.
Well, he
in that
he
fourth
hasn't
quarter.
he hasn't played well since he came back from his suspension.
Yeah,
they're saying
And they
Browns
and they
actually
lost
might be
Chubbs
pretty
in
good
a
this year.
ugly.
yeah. Chubbs is done. That sucks for them
I tend not to root for the
and
Browns.
for every fantasy football team that has built their team around.
Well, and
Chubbs.
Aaron Rodgers. I mean that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nobody built their fantasy team around Aaron Rodgers.
no. I just mean like,
Yeah,
as
but
a
you
team,
but if
though.
you drafted him, you're expecting more than 4 plays.
If you
Right.
drafted Aaron Rodgers on your baseball fantasy football team, you need to learn how to draft. You should never.
Just-
He's not a draftable QB.
aside
No.
fantasy football, I just mean
That's a
like
waiver wire.
that just would suck as a
Yeah,
franchise.
for sure.
But oh well, it's the Jets.
Especially when you're like the Jets and you haven't won since 1969, I think it is.
I mean, I loved all of the memes that came out of it, but seriously though, sad to-
The Aaron Rodgers career highlights as a Jet, and just shows him running out carrying the flag.
I like the Pee Wee Herman. Like Pee Wee Herman's like on a motorcycle bike, and it's the biker
Oh,
gangs all around.
yeah.
They're like, yeah, you got this, and he just drives off and crashes
into this
Right.
into the
And-
sign.
Yeah, the one that
I
I've seen
like-
the most is those expensive model planes, that people have, and it's just
Oh
like,
yeah.
he goes down the runway and then boom right to the ground. It's like there's Aaron Rodgers at
It was bizarre.
I like the Grandpa Simpson meme where he walks in the door, turns around, and walks right back out the door.
It's sad. I mean,
Unfortunate for him as a player, and that as a franchise, like team. I
he
mean
says
that was the
he's-
thing that I was.
He says if they make the playoffs, he can come back this year,
Oh, they're gonna
But-
get Brady.
but they need to get a new quarterback because Zach Wilson is not the guy.
Mm-mm. You're not that guy. Not that guy.
Yes, it is Chris Dorn. It's in Toronto Argonauts.
Argonauts.
It is. It was given to me by a Canadian.
Did you guys see?
Oh,
see that?
Jess, nice.
No, not yet. No,
Oh.
no.
Did you guys see that football highlight? I don't know which two teams it was. It looked like it was college, but the guy goes for the he throws in a really great pass. Receiver catches it, and then the receiver drops it a yard from the end zone.
Oh, yeah,
and the
celebrated
defense
too soon.
picks it up, gets it out of the end zone, which is incredible because I thought there was going to be a safety on that, and then gets it all the way back for a touchdown. Just an incredible play that went.
You see that all the time by receivers. Where
Yeah,
they
like,
start celebrating before. I go, are you just stupid?
What?
I mean,
how?
seriously, I can see the first guy.
But
All right,
like,
yeah, I
the
go.
first guy in football history that did that.
Yeah,
right?
but it happens all the time. It's like
It's like an
get in the
arrogance
middle
thing.
of get in the
It is
middle of
arrogance,
the end zone, and then you can celebrate.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's ridiculous.
My high school coach, every time anyone would do some stupid shit like that, even if it's on a regular play, like just showing out, he'd be like, act like you've done it before. You just look like a dumbass. And like,
Can't say that anymore. You'll hurt their feelings, and you'll get sued,
or fired. Yeah.
fired. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's still, you still can shame students, though, I think.
I don't. It's just people.
At least that's how I teach. It's through shame.
Shame.
Are
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
back teach? Are you back teaching?
Yeah, I'm like, you call that a drawing?
You call that a nude drawing?
Yeah.
God,
I
my
don't
testicles
teach.
bigger
I
than that.
don't teach new
Where
drawing
did you get?
Yeah.
Where did you get 4 boobs?
Yeah. Come on.
You dumbass.
because we're drawing boxes.
He
Even
only
though
Total
what you're
Recall,
doing is
he has
only-
three.
he only has 3.
boxes?
Yeah. Magic box.
square
Squeeze
boxes.
box?
Okay.
Oh, square box. Okay.
Mama's
Alright.
got a squeeze box. Daddy never
Uh,
sleep at night. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah. They're releasing like a ultimate 50th or something edition of Who's Next, which is insane.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, because originally it was called Lighthouse, the Lighthouse Project. And then it became Who's Next, and so it's like a whole bunch of extended versions and like what he had envisioned as this project before it became a Who record. And,
Okay.
and from what I've looked at, it looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'll buy it because it's probably going to be like $60 or $70, but
You cheap bastard.
yeah, but I'm not
What
that
else-
big of a
what
Who
else-
fan.
what
I
else
like
is
the
it?
Who, but I'm
What else
not
you spend your money on?
lots of stuff. I'd rather buy Legos.
Cheap
Yeah.
bastard. I might get it. Just to say, I got it.
I usually do though, because I mean I've bought like every Beatles box set. All
right, if you buy
I
it, then I
still
won't
have
have
been
to.
meaning to get that Revolver release. I still have.
I didn't buy that one because it
Yeah.
didn't look as good as the later records with all the extra tracks.
Mhm.
It just kind of seemed like, oh yeah, different mixes and isolated tracks, and you're like,
It's still one of my faves. So
oh
I
yeah,
just felt
no
like-
doubt.
And
Randy just had another comment in the chat. He's still
Yeah,
awake.
yeah,
I already bought the record. I was a little disappointed that there's only 2 additional tracks to the new record of Stop Making Sense. For everyone out there, Talking Heads, 1983 tour, 84 record. Stop Making Sense is one of the best live albums and
Yeah.
video concerts ever made. But yeah, there's only 2 additional tracks at Cities and something else.
there's a really hilarious documentary now that spoofs Stop Making Sense. So if you're not familiar with Documentary Now, I believe that it's on Netflix, that you can stream it on there. But it's Bill Hader,
nice.
and what is the other guy from SNL? Fred Armisen. So it's Fred Armisen and Bill Hader, and it's kind of like their project. Sometimes they're not in them, sometimes they are, but it's a really funny send off of that. So
Yeah, I used to always joke, you don't need Jane
got to
Fonda's
it.
workout. You don't need any kind of workout tape. You just need to snort a line of Coke, and put on Stop Making Sense and do every single thing David Byrne does on stage. You will get the workout you need.
yeah. It's
You
amazing.
have to have the Coke though. Yeah, they have to.
Well, you have to do it like David Byrne did it. So, yeah. I mean, think about like when he's doing all these weird moves he's doing. It's just like, dude, he is getting a workout, and you can see he's just covered in sweat. But it's such a great record.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
I
actually
like
going to a concert this weekend.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to see Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks.
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah.
Interesting duo.
Yeah, for sure. And I've been checking out the set list because it's like
Who's
it's
driving
like
between the two of them?
I mean, I assume that it's like Stevie Nicks opening, doing all of her set, and then
Yeah.
Billy does his set, and they finish with like a song or two duet. And that's it.
Yeah. So no, I think they not even that really. So I've been looking at the set list of their tour. It's like it's called like One Night, Two Icons, or Two Icons, whatever it is. I'm not sure it is. and the set lists are fucking insane. Like she gets up there and pretty much plays Rumors, which is amazing.
So she's going first.
Yeah. So she plays
that's pretty amazing
15...
that she checks her ego at the door and she goes first.
I mean, Billy is the bigger act. Billy's the bigger act.
I'm just saying they're both huge names. I mean,
she's not Fleetwood Mac. She's going as
I know, but she's still Stevie Nicks. I mean, it's not like she's a nobody.
Okay. But
so anyway,
I get that you guys don't like women and don't think women should be singing. I'm just saying that Stevie Nicks it's got a big name. I'm just saying that.
Yeah. Well, they could call it, the rehabilitation tour, or like lots of stuff.
The no longer doing coke.
I've been checking out their set lists, and her set list is fucking awesome. Like they both do a fair amount of covers. She covers a lot of Tom Petty, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah,
she used to fuck Tom Petty. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
Or Mike Campbell, one of the two. Yeah.
Well, I think she was banging Tom Petty, and then she started banging what's his name, the music producer.
Well, she banged a lot of people.
The guy who did Beats.
Because she also banged Joe Walsh.
Not really helping the whole woman.
The whole sexist thing. Yeah.
Well, dude,
why don't we talk about who Billy Joel had banged? All right.
Dude, have you listened to Fleetwood Mac?
Uptown Girl.
Like, I mean,
no, I'm just saying, and like she totally owns it.
Yeah, for sure. And then Billy Joel comes out and does like a 22-song set after she does her 15-song set.
So
he starts off by saying her.
And he's saying like Stevie Nicks.
And he's been doing the same like 4-song encore for every tour or date that he's doing. It's amazing.
I always wonder, people like him, it's like, does he get up there every night and go, if I have to do fucking Piano Man one more time, I'm gonna
he probably fucking hates Piano Man.
Yeah.
But it gets the crowd going crazy, dude. Could you imagine being in a Gillette Stadium and having every person in that place like singing along with you?
You're jazzed. Yeah.
Well, okay. Is anyone getting punched? That's the
if you're getting punched at a Billy Joel concert, you have fucked up.
Fuck that Miami Dolphins fan. Why did they even show up?
The guy in his Docker khakis and a polo beating your ass at a Billy Joel concert. I mean, speaking of just Billy Joel, like I'm sure you guys saw, it's one of the, especially post 2000 SNL, Horatio Sands being Billy Joel, the cab driver. If you've never watched it,
I've never seen that one.
It's one of the best sketches because
skinny Horatio Sands or heavy?
Probably medium.
Okay.
Does it matter? I mean,
it does matter because I'm like, I gotta watch it. Go, oh, that's right. He lost weight.
So this is right when Billy Joel was going through another stint of alcoholism, and he smacked that tree, and that's what he's over there taxi driving drunk, and they're like, what you have? He's like, I don't know, bottle of red, bottle of white, whatever. It's like, holy shit, and it's so good.
I have not seen that one. I'll have to look that up on YouTube.
Yeah, Will Fries is in the chat. Yeah, he does this. He actually, at one point in the concert, he gives like the crowd the choice of like what song they want to hear next. Like they give you a couple of choices. I think they do it by
Yeah, he's done that for a few tours. He's usually kind of disappointed in it because when I go see concerts, I like to hear the obscure songs that they rarely play, and that's kind of what he wants to do. But he always throws in, a hit, right. And they're like, and of course the crowd's always going to vote for the hit over the song. They're like, oh, I don't know that one.
How old is Billy Joel?
Barabbas or Jesus? What do you want?
He's got to be in his late 60s, early 70s, maybe.
Billy Joel?
70s,
Billy Joel?
right?
No, Billy Joel's probably like 75, I would bet.
By the way, I'm also like.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
74.
Yeah, okay.
I'm also imagining Mick Fleetwood fans just showing up to troll Stevie.
Just sitting there on his drum.
Just their fans, not like they're just anti-Stevie Nicks, so they're going to go there to get in a fight.
Hey, Mick, play that song you wrote. Oh, that's right, you didn't.
Fuck you, Stevie. You should have never left the band.
No, that's more Lindsey Buckingham. Man.
Oh,
I
Lindsey
don't think
Buckingham.
Stevie's ever left the band until recently.
Yeah.
Poor Lindsey Buckingham never got to talk on What's Up With That.
What was that? Speaking of Bill Hader.
Ooh-wee, what's up with that?
Oh.
What's up with that?
That also gave us the Ted Lasso dance. So,
have you ever seen that live performance of, I think, is it Silver Spring?
Oh, from the 97
shit,
tour,
dude.
Yeah,
Like
97, 98. Yeah,
like when she wrote that song literally about Lindsey Buckingham.
Yeah.
And like it just staring him down like on the stage when she's singing the lines about, you'll never what's the lyric?
I could have loved you,
Christ.
but you wouldn't let me.
Yeah, and it's like I'm the woman, the voice of the woman that haunts you, and all this type of shit. Like, and like he's just sitting there taking it.
So she was.
She's
So
looking at it.
you're saying she was bitter.
They're both
She
are.
was
That's the
bitter.
thing. They're both bitter because like you can see it coming even from their first record with Fleetwood Mac, like with a
You could hear it
landslide.
coming.
It's like,
Oh.
I'm scared to leave because I built my whole world around you. And
Time out for one quick second.
yeah, go ahead.
Live, hot off the presses. I just got a text from Ralph.
Mhm.
They just hit their goal of $108,000
Nice.
for their Kickstarter or the Indiegogo thing.
That is
And that's
way
fucking
over their-
amazing.
I
Yeah.
heard they're sharing that with everyone that's going to be on the show. That's what I heard.
Oh, the money, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
I
on
heard.
doing
I
that.
heard that maybe I'd get like 108,000 of it.
I mean, I was disappointed in the fact that we had them on here, and if you're buying a Virgin Mary statue, it's just the statue.
What, there's no heroin?
Yeah,
You thought there'd be
so-
heroin in it?
That's right, Chris. You weren't here. Yeah, I was so disappointed. I was like, look, if you're gonna sell it authentic, I want the goodie bag.
Also, they're
It would
doing
be-
they're doing a
It'd be
live
just
show.
hilarious if it was powdered sugar.
Just
doing a
something,
live
yeah, like
show
put it
on
in there.
Friday
Yeah, brown
night.
sugar. Yeah, exactly.
It's like the stick from Fun Dip. Remember that? That was like almost the best part.
It just comes inside the Virgin Mary. You can
Let me
open that up.
see.
Say it one more time.
No one comes inside the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, I was gonna say what?
Just
Say
saying.
what?
If you're a Lost fan, they're doing a live show at 4 p.m. Eastern on StreamYard.
I got Chris tickled.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I
Hey,
was
if you,
a little
if you believe in that shit, he's going right to hell.
I am
No,
No, me.
Matt.
Me?
Matt.
Both Matt and Nick. One for
Okay.
saying it, one for calling it out.
It's just how you put it together. You're
What the
just
fuck did
twisting
I
my
do going
words.
to hell? Jesus,
Not
Christ.
you. Oh,
No,
everyday.
we're talking about what kind of-
I was quoting Everyday Inventors. Matt said Joseph did at least.
Hey, Jack's still like, wait, what's the joke?
I wasn't even listening. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. We're just talking about.
Matt-
Matt's best
Cut it
joke
off.
in the history of the RCAD, and I wasn't paying attention. I apologize.
I didn't even say the joke. It's Nick that pointed it out. I just was talking about what comes in.
But
The
you
Virgin
set it
Mary.
up. You set it up. So with the
Are you talking about
phrase,
Joseph and Mary? Is that?
Yes, that's what we're talking.
he was
about.
wanting to know what comes in the statue, and I said nothing comes in the.
No. He actually said he goes he goes actually what comes in Mary.
What comes in Mary? Yeah.
Ah,
Nothing
I
comes in Mary.
I got it now. I got
All
it.
right.
Oh, that
Okay,
is-
you guys.
That is a good one. I like
Thanks
it.
for sending me to hell.
That's pretty sexist,
So.
but I like it.
Well,
I
apparently
mean, typical Matt.
everything.
Matt.
And at this point, we'd
Matt,
like to
really on
take
brand tonight, buddy. Really on brand.
commercial note.
At
Thanks.
this time, we're going to take a commercial break.
So, Jack, tell us about this picture that you've decided to use as your background tonight.
I use Kavana for my stuff, and I said, we're back, and this is the first one that came up.
Oh.
That's how I pick it. I just put the search thing. I go
Okay.
for thumbnails. I go, we're back, and that's what came up. I said,
Huh.
let's go with it.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
I changed thing, and I put the RCA.
Is back. I like. First of all, that this is episode 222. That's pretty cool.
222. It
Trip-
is.
Trips on the twos.
Trips on the twos.
Deuces
are wild.
We're wild, apparently. So yeah, I was just curious. I was just like, is this the Miami Dolphin fan that was in the fight? Like, I'm just.
It could be. It
Could be. We don't know what they look like.
Don't know.
But thanks for posting that. And if you don't join us live, if you just listen to us,
Hey, we're up to
audio,
121 subscribers.
Oh wow.
that's a huge improvement.
These are YouTube subscribers, people, not
Yes.
Yeah, not our everyday
Yeah.
listeners.
Our everyday
Wait.
listeners were up to 105, I think, something like that.
Oh, we lost them. Okay.
Okay.
No, but
All right.
121 subscribers, and like I said, I hadn't checked it in like 3 weeks. I was just like, I don't feel like doing anything. So
Why didn't you feel like doing anything, Jack?
because I used to have super immunity to the thing called COVID-19,
And then you went on a petri dish.
and so I go to Alaska, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And I come back, and the thing was, I thought I was just tired because we had to get off the ship at 9 a.m. On Saturday. Our flight didn't leave till 7 p.m. So we're trying to figure out what to do. We were in Vancouver, and I looked around Vancouver. I said, okay, I don't want to do the bus tour around Vancouver. Nothing against Vancouver, but it's your typical big city where it's just, okay, I don't need to see drug addicts and everything like that. I don't need to see that every day, and I'm going to pass on that. So we decided we're going to go in the United Club because we're on United. What we couldn't get in there because you're not allowed to get in to that area until a certain time.
That's
so
what she said.
Exactly, except for Mary. No one's going to come in you. So
Merry Christmas, Mary.
Building alone.
How did you get all these kids, Mary?
No one comes in here, Mary.
We've never fucked before. What the fuck? That's 4 fucking kids.
Every time.
Is it Clarence? Is it Clarence?
There's a female comedian who actually did a very good Mother Mary or a Virgin Mary joke like that. It's like, think about how clever she was. It's like no one had thought with that one yet to say like, like this is God's child, and
think of the alimony.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
Think of the alimony.
Well, that's why he had him killed. It's like, fuck, I'm paying. How much am I paying every week for this kid?
Now I need to watch Life of Brian.
Now I need to go say 7 Hail Marys.
That too. I just love if you guys have never seen Life of Brian, you should watch it.
I have seen it, but I don't remember who.
Like the very first thing you see is the birth of Christ, and like the 3 wise men go into this other woman's tent who's had a child, and they're like, what's his name? This is our savior. It's like, this is Brian. And they're like,
every time a bell rings, an angel has an orgasm.
Right.
We've corrupted Randy.
That's why you want to be an angel.
That's why they wear white.
Because it's like
I love when our listeners turn their back on faith.
So anyway,
welcome to the party.
So we check our bags in, and then we go to this airport bar restaurant. It was actually pretty good, but we hung out there for like 5 hours, 6 hours.
This is a Vancouver.
You know what? You know what really pisses me off, because this will come back to the verse.
You know what really chaps my ass?
In Alaska, in Canada, you can't find pretzels. Nobody has fucking pretzels. Nobody. So we asked the waitress.
This was an issue.
I know.
I said, we asked for the bar stuff, and then she goes, we have some mixed nuts and some pretzels. I go, oh, finally some fucking pretzels. I haven't had pretzels in like a week. They get the pretzel. I go, they're fucking stale.
Did they have chips and queso?
It was Canada, so probably not. We don't have that, eh?
It's chips and cake.
Poutine.
Anyway,
look, this is Canada. They're so fucking nice. They will run anywhere to get you what you want, and they apologize to you.
Well, the one bus driver was that took us back from the ship to the airport was really nice. The guy leading there was not very nice. I don't think he was Canadian. He was just a dick.
He was probably from Washington.
If I worked on a cruise ship, I'd be a dick.
Well, he was working on the bus. I mean, he was on the bus.
Well,
yeah, he was just like, I don't know. He was an asshole. Anyway, so I'm thinking, okay, we didn't get in until we had the red eye. We had to go to San Francisco. Of course, the plane is fucking delayed. I think because they had to get someone off another plane. There were all these medical things there, and it was blocking our way. So we could, and he kept saying, oh, it has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Relax. And we're sitting there. I go, fucking, hey, we're never going to get fucking home. And so then the emergency vehicles pull away. He goes, oh, now we need to fill up the plane with gas. I go, what the fuck were you doing? The goddamn fucking, anyway. So I'm pretty calm. So I didn't sleep at all on the
Sounds
plane.
like it.
Coming back. I'm like on 2 hours sleep. Then we sleep for like an hour. Then we have our grandson's birthday. I said we should, and we both were feeling like crap. I said, hey, we should take a COVID test.
Oh,
so we take COVID tests. Both came up negative.
No.
By that night, or no, the next went to bed. I wasn't feeling great. Next morning, I woke up. I go, let's take the COVID test again, and I tested positive.
Boom.
And Cindy tested negative, but she had the same symptoms I had. I mean, it was.
You can get a false negative.
Yeah. So I think she had it, and like I said, we had no food in the house because we said, "Oh, we'll go grocery shop when we get back."
Right.
So for 3 days, we're just like, I think we got something from Panera, thing. I took like 3 bites and couldn't taste it, and then ended up throwing it up.
Well, that's just Panera.
Ooh,
that's just the way it naturally tastes.
Yeah.
Oh exactly. No, Panera's good. They're just way too overpriced.
So I'm just like can't eat.
It's just a piece of bread, sprouts, and bread. That's
we laid in bed for like 3 days, just getting up to throw up and.
You were thrown up, huh?
Throwing up, diarrhea, the whole thing, chills. I was just
you got the Fleetwood Mac experience.
Exactly. So it's just it sucked. I lost like 10 pounds. I'm still not 100%. Of course, I'm anemic. That doesn't help either.
Oh,
but I just I can't believe, and I think the biggest mistake, we didn't go get booster shots before we went. I think that might have been it. But my sister had it the last day on the boat, the ship. She didn't know she had it, but she wasn't feeling well. So anyway, that just happened. So we canceled. I said, okay, I can't record this week. And then last week I said, okay, you guys can do it without me if you want. I can't stay up.
Yeah.
And this week I'm finally starting to feel a little better. I'm about like 90%, but it's no joke.
Yeah, no, it'll linger with you for a while.
Yeah, it's in my chest and coughing and hacking, and
I remember it was. It took me a while to get back to 100%. Like it.
Oh my god! Yeah.
And what's weird about it is you think, am I being a wuss about this? Like,
yeah.
You know, like you like kind of
you're being
like
Kanan.
You're like,
yup.
Will Fry, his dad was on the same cruise and left a day. And when he came back, got the same thing happen.
What?
Well, you got people. The problem is, there's people just will literally stand on top of you. I almost punched a guy.
The first. Sorry, what?
What? Yeah.
Where you were?
I didn't know Boston was on your.
Hey, I know the guy had glasses. So anyway, we're at the buffet. And it's like the third day of people cutting in front of it. You give yourself a little space. You turn around, and there's like an old person. I go, where the fuck did he come from? They just cut. They just cut in front of you.
Oh,
anyway, I'm sitting there waiting for. I ordered something. And they were making it, and so I'm standing. I have nowhere to go, and this guy is pushing me and pushing me. And pushing
he gave you the COVID, bud.
He could have, and I finally said, "Dude, I have nowhere to go. Back up. They're not going to run out of food. They got like 50 pounds of bacon there. They're not going to run out of food." He goes, "Oh, sorry." I go, "Oh," and I'm like going, "Jesus."
Was that his accent?
That was. I don't know.
Who's the prejudiced one now?
I don't know.
Jack doesn't like foreigners. Everybody.
Jack.
Actually, there were Americans on there that were doing the same fucking thing. It was just
Jack.
It's like fucking people. It's like relax. You're going to get served. Relax. You're going to get on the bus. Relax. Just be patient. But nobody has any patience in there.
So we've got a fully funded documentarian in the chat. Congratulations, Ralph, on hitting your Indiegogo goal of $108,000.
We definitely discussed this. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We talked about what was in the Virgin Mary.
Yeah. So
No. You talk about who came, what comes in the Virgin.
The lack of substance in the Virgin Mary.
But before we go off, I will say anyone, the
cruise
itself, if you want to see something beautiful, a place that's very beautiful, it's Alaska. Didn't disappoint. I love.
Did you get to see the Northern Lights?
I did not get to see the Northern Lights.
No.
I didn't. But people on
Southern Lights?
Cindy's still on the Facebook page. They saw them last night. They saw the movie.
Oh,
we just because
what
we
a
had
fucking Virgin Mary tease right
I
there.
know we had outstanding weather. We went to Juneau, which is the
I don't
capital of
know.
Alaska. It has one. There's
Russia in its backyard.
Exactly. You can't get any. You get no internet. There was zero. I had no internet for 8 days.
How'd that feel? How did that feel?
First couple days was kind of frustrating. After that, I go, whatever. But I didn't realize we paid. I didn't realize we paid. Cindy told me we got back. We paid for the internet. I go, but the internet didn't work. She goes, yeah, I know. I go. Well, everyone was bitching, complaining. I go, why are people bitching, complaining about the internet? It's just not going to work. Well, I didn't realize we're all paying for it. Anyway, that's another story.
We should be refunded for it then.
We should be, but Juneau is just beautiful. We saw.
It's a good
Go ahead.
movie.
So you Ketchikan, Juneau, Haines, Skagway.
Skagway is nice. Skagway had their first edible store, marijuana store there, and it was funny. It was the guy that this bus driver was telling us. He goes, "Yeah, that house up there is worth like $9 million." I go, "Fucking in Skagway."
It's because they had to import the lumber. Yeah.
Well, it was a huge fucking house, but they're the ones that own the marijuana store.
Of course.
Nice.
So I only got enough to last me on the trip, but whatever I got was the bet. I literally would take it, chew them, and go right to sleep.
Nice.
I said, I don't know what these things, and I didn't have that, where I'm higher. It was the best stuff.
The best stuff.
Did you bring any back, Jack?
No, I don't. I was going through Alaska. I mean, going through Canada. How am I going to bring this stuff back?
Well,
I didn't want to take a chance to get arrested. But anyway, and then
by the Mounties.
Have you not watched Lost?
Maybe I could have got a Virgin Mary.
Yeah, Virgin Mary. No one's going to touch. No one's going to check inside a Virgin Mary.
He's like, oh, I've been there before. But anyway, like John, the retired guy, we were actually, I think, a few days behind him, going to each port that he went to. But it's again, I can't say enough good things about Alaska.
Chris is laughing.
You want to go see something? I know what I said.
We were right behind John in every
behind John, every port of
the way. We were right behind John.
He had a Virgin Mary statue, and we went right at it, right to it.
Every port, every woman.
But it is again. I think you've been there, right, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
So it's beautiful.
I went in 2000, so it's been a while.
Get in.
But yeah, I loved it. When I went, I loved every bit of it. Because you're never bored. You would think you would be, but like you could whale watch, you could follow John.
We actually saw some whales, but they weren't close. We saw otters floating on icebergs. You see a lot of
sea life.
A lot of
whales.
But you didn't go up to Anchorage though. You went to Glacier Bay. Was as far as you went, and then back down.
We went to Glacier Bay. We went to
Glacier Bay. Sounds like
Ketchikan was further than Glacier Bay, I think.
No, Ketchikan's all the way at the bottom.
No, legitimately, Glacier Bay is the brand of my fucking toilet seat.
Nice.
Yeah. Glacier Bay is beautiful. You got obviously the glaciers there.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could take a helicopter trip to and land on a glacier. I said, why didn't we do that? But and the weather was perfect. It was like in the 60s. It only rained. It rained at night when it did rain, and like I said, it was just. I don't know if I could live there.
No,
because there's nothing going on there. But
think about the winter. Think about the winter when the sun comes up at 10 a.m. and then sets at like 3 p.m.
But I will definitely go back again someday. We loved the trip. It just came back and got sick and just kind of spoiled a little bit of it.
Yeah, you have to go back, Jack, huh?
I have to go back. But I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. Thanks for interrupting me, Chris.
There's all kinds of neat. There's all kinds of neat itinerary though on those.
I did not see any bears. Bears.
That's disappointing. Aside from the ones on the boat.
John says Jack finished before I did his cruise. I don't know. I can't remember what I was going to say, but just
it'll come to you.
The food. I tried salmon. I tried salmon for the first time.
You never had
first time?
I've never had salmon before.
I've had salmon twice this week.
Well, good
I
for
mean,
you.
Did you like it?
wild to me.
I loved
Yeah,
it. I thought it was great.
good.
Yeah.
It's something
It's such
I'm
an
going to
easy
buy and
fish
actually
to cook.
I'm going to actually buy it and make it and all
I mean,
that stuff.
when I lived on the West Coast, in Washington, I mean, we had salmon all the time.
Growing up, my mom
Yeah.
wasn't a fish person.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Like, not even like sushi.
I'm not a big sushi fan.
Jim Watari is also like wow, and I have to believe that he is just wowed by this fact that this is the first time in this you've
love
made it
salmon.
this far in your life without.
And I had it twice, so I
Boom.
I did
Nice.
it.
We had some.
I had
grilled
it
salmon.
twice in a week.
I had raw salmon tonight.
raw
sushi.
salmon. Gotcha.
But you can cook salmon so many different ways, and it's hard to fuck up a salmon. Like, it's actually very versatile to cook fish.
Because our ship,
Yeah.
the food wasn't the best. I'll just say that.
Well,
It was okay.
I thought cruise foods must be fucking
it's
amazing.
usually pretty good.
It was okay. I mean, we're comparing
Tasted
it.
like COVID.
When we went on the Viking riverboat cruise. The food was amazing.
Rally salmon is the best.
The food was amazing on the riverboat cruise, but it was okay. I mean, there was some food that was good, but it wasn't like, oh my god, this is amazing. That's why I said, why are people pushing when the food is just okay?
That's crazy because I mean, granted, it was 2000. I was 19 years old, but like I remember every time I went, it was all you could eat. And it was like prime rib or lobster or salmon. It was always really good food.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like like I said, when we were on the riverboat cruise, Viking, it was amazing. The food.
Well, it's because they just bludgeoned something. And fresh.
Well, there's only 200 something people on the riverboat cruise. There's 2,000, 3,000 on the.
Yeah, you were eating people.
My dad recently went on a cruise as well,
Yeah.
but he didn't get sick. I was actually kind of surprised.
Well,
I mean, rub it in. I mean,
yeah, thanks.
God.
He went Atlantic side.
Your dad's better at cruises than Jack is what you're saying.
I'm something
Thanks.
like that. You guys both have birthdays in August as well, which is kind of
Are
crazy.
you saying Jack?
John said
Jack
the main
might be
dining.
your
We did try the main dining room. It was good, but it wasn't like great.
I think I'm too well. I'm not too close to Jack, but
And the
I mean,
desserts were terrible.
like an age, like I think you would have had to have been 14 to father me. That would be really weird. So, I think we're about 14 years apart.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
You're like, I'll take your word for it.
it could have happened. I don't know, but anyway. But no, there was one thing though. They had ice cream on there, and they put it in a bowl, and I pick up the bowl. The bowl is like burning hot. By the time I got back to my seat, the ice cream was like
Soup.
Soup. Yeah. I go. Why are we putting it in such a hot bowl? But I didn't want to complain, so I just
Sure. I mean, at least you knew it was sanitized.
Yeah, it was sanitized. So
right. So, how was your room on the cruise?
the room was great. The room is great.
Did they have a bar?
They do have bars, and that we got the, you could have 15 drinks a day, meaning water, Coke.
Did they serve bar food?
They served bar food.
You have only 15 sodas. Was it unlimited soda?
They had. I'm sorry. What?
Was it unlimited soda? Or you were limited?
No,
to 15
you got
sodas?
15 each. So I could get 15 bottled waters, 15 Pepsis, 15 drinks.
Every day?
Every day.
wow.
Every day.
That's what
okay.
That's what we paid for.
Okay.
And I never got to 15. So.
I would. If it was like 15 beers or 15
Oh my
vodka
God.
shots,
you get 15
I'd be done that in
beers,
an hour.
15 Well, you're
Yes.
on you're doing
Passed out on the
excursions,
deck.
like
Just
4
sliding
or 5
around.
hours
like
at a
that.
time. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I probably had 7 or 8, and then Cindy and I won the for our team. We won the you had to guess the dancing stuff, and
you were like, it's all dirty.
yeah, but we had I think we had 18 to the other team's 10. It was half the side of the people in it were on our side, half was on the other side. But we won it. The only one we didn't get was the one girl. She was doing this dance, and all I said, Shakira. I don't know, because she was attractive, and she was doing this. She was doing it was I go, I don't know what she's doing, but other than that, we were 17 for 18.
Now, on your cruise, did they have any live band playing like on a certain night that was like a famous band?
No, they had bands, but they might have been famous. I didn't know who they were.
Oh yeah,
It was Billy Joel and
Billy Joel and Steve Nicks. Yeah.
Yeah. The comedian on there, he was okay. He wasn't very funny. He was okay.
And when I went, it was the Coasters.
Oh, Coasters, nice.
Yeah.
No,
we didn't. I was 19. I was like, wow, a 50s band, cool.
Yeah, we didn't have the Coasters, but yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Nice. Yeah.
So I would definitely go again.
Nice.
Cindy wants to go. Her next one she wants to go to Greece, India, and Turkey. I said, oh wait a minute. I can't smuggle my heroin in through Turkey.
That's a big.
Midnight Express.
I mean, Greece and Turkey, I understand they're right next to each other, but going on all three together, that's a long trip to India to come back.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Anyway, I definitely would recommend.
Did I say India? It's Italy.
You said India. Okay. You said India.
Italy.
I was like,
those
what are you talking about? Italy.
You said India.
Greece and Turkey.
I'm straight across the continent.
Italy, Greece and Turkey. Yeah, that would be a cool trip.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't been to Turkey.
I think we lost Jack. I think he was about to say "fuck you."
He is frozen.
He's like,
he definitely looks like he's about to say "fuck you." Yeah.
Hey, so I bought a 3D printer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that what you printed there?
Yeah. This is one of my prints. This thing, it blew me away. It's like you can see here. It's like an interlocked, like shark with like different sections but it printed like this. Like there was no assembly required.
Am I back? Am I
back?
back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
I also printed a headphone stand.
Oh,
that was unfortunately too small.
Is that 3D?
Yeah, I got a 3D printer, and I got a keychain.
Where's the good stuff?
Ooh, Death Star. Nice.
Yeah. Oh,
nice.
I also printed my daughter a. The first thing I printed was I found like a website for the free whatever.
Files. You should get your own.
You need to clarify that because like a website full of the what?
The free files for printing.
Oh, okay.
You should get your own TikTok page and people can just watch you print up stuff.
But I could print Virgin Mary statues, as Randy said. That's actually a pretty good idea. And then so I printed a little garden gnome flipping the bird. It's actually really funny. Long story longer. I actually I found out about this local electronics store called Micro Center. I don't know if they're regional or not, but they have crazy deals every once in a while. They had this printer. I'll show it to you guys. I'm actually printing something out right now.
I can't believe none of us thought that.
Oh, before I forget, I finished Justified. I know I gave it a crappy review the last time I did it.
Mm-hmm.
The last 4 episodes are really, really good, and I enjoyed it. So I would recommend people watching Justified.
Okay, nice.
Cool. So it's printing away right now.
Yeah, it's printing away right now. So I've got on there.
How long does it take to print? How long does it take to print?
A long time, really. So it depends on what you're printing. But yeah, so this is kind of how it works. You get the spool of the filament up here that feeds into the printer down here.
Can I ask what this toy cost?
Yeah, I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
That's actually the primary reason I got it. It was actually a really good deal. So right now I'm printing chopstick holders.
Chopstick holders?
Yeah, so they're like little.
Yeah, like they go between the chopsticks.
Yeah, like practice holders for chopsticks.
Yeah.
I use a fork.
So I've always wanted to get a 3D printer just to fuck around with it and kind of mess around with stuff. But I'm
super curious about this because
So, but I never wanted the investment of like multiple hundreds of dollars and putting into it. I didn't want it that bad. So, this particular unit retails for like $279, close to $300. And a local store had it on sale for $199.
Wow,
and then they did a promotion where you have to like sign up for their text messaging thing, and they'll send you a coupon for $100 off. But you had to do it in store. So I had to go into the store to do it, but I got it for $100.
Damn.
I thought it would be in the thousands.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
You can get printers that are up in the thousands of dollars. Mm-hmm. But like this is just like a fairly basic. It's not the shittiest of the version. Excuse me, not the shittiest of the virgins. Virgins. Something.
You got some shitty virgins here. You got your really good
shittiest of the version.
Version. Gotcha.
But it's pretty good. So it's kind of definitely like an entry level type thing, right?
That's kind of what I wanted to get.
It's fascinating
for my kind of it's for me, but also maybe for my son for Christmas, like a 3D printer that we could play around with, because it's something that he's definitely been interested in. He likes engineering kind of stuff in general.
I get high.
How long did it take to do the key? How long did it take to do the Death Star keychain?
The Death Star keychain. This is actually 2 parts. So I did 2 parts separately. Like it's like half and half, and then I glued them together. So it's just
question, Chris. I noticed that they're all basically the same color. So
yeah, I only have that color filament right now.
Okay, so that's what I was curious.
Yeah, how long did it take to do the Death Star?
So the Death Star thing was
you can paint them too.
You definitely can. So the Death Star, each piece was probably about maybe an hour and a half.
And you just program it and walk away. You don't have to sit there.
Oh yeah. This thing took like 12 hours.
Wow.
But it's also, I think I scaled it down too small. So it's, you live and you learn. But it's actually
what is it now?
I don't probably start out. Let me see here.
We're getting a tour of Chris's house right now for
see what
all
you're
of
missing
those
by not
audio.
subscribing.
Or just tune in to watch live.
I'm just saying, it's a big chunk of plastic. It's not going to go away. It's going to be here for like 500 million years.
You don't have to.
We're all going to watch.
You don't have to watch it live. You can watch this. You can watch it whenever you want too.
That's true, and that's why you want to subscribe.
Exactly.
Very good.
What are you making now?
Those are the chopsticks.
Those are the chopsticks.
No chopstick hold. I forgot. I'm sorry.
But it's fascinating. Oh, I printed. I actually have a missing controller, remote control battery. Like door, what do you call it? The
garage door?
No, on your TV remote.
Like a button.
The thing that covers the batteries. What do you call it?
Yeah.
The battery cover. Yeah, battery cover. I found someone who built one or who made a model of one, and I printed and I replaced mine. I thought it was kind of fun. Like I would like to learn like how to actually design stuff. And like doing it really was. I mean, a new remote would be $10, but whatever. But I want to learn how to actually design and manipulate from 3D printing and actually create something as opposed to taking someone else's shit and printing it out. I would love to learn how to do that other side of it. So
the stuff you're making, you've got the program from someone else?
Yeah.
On the internet?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Getting the free files.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how this stuff works.
You upload the files onto an SD card. I put the SD card into the printer, and the printer reads it and prints it all out. It's actually I think it's pretty fascinating. My wife was like, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?" I love that. And I showed her. She goes, "Wow, that's actually pretty awesome." Like this thing is. Which just blew me away. Like how it's all interconnected, all these little parts in the inside, right? And like rattles around, whatever. And it literally just printed like that. So like it, I don't know.
I know what you mean about the interlocking. Like it can only be made by printing it that way, essentially.
Right.
Yeah. There's no hinge. There's no mechanism that can separate those parts.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
So
you're back, Jack.
I'm back.
Why do you have the crappy internet?
I don't know. We have Google Fiber, but it's been a pain ever since we got back.
I think it's those Google girls that are behind
fiber.
you.
I'm on broadband and I'm doing better than you.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Nick's been waiting for the moment.
Yeah,
he's just like I've had to put up with a lot of shit being in a McDonald's and broadcasting.
I have the little thing here, little booster thing here, right next to me. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know. Well, I'm the host though too, so that's another problem. I'm the host, so I have
fall down a well, eyes go cross, get kicked by a mule, they go
back to normal.
Exactly. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but it doesn't matter.
So Chris, you had not joined us yet before we hit record. I am now officially 10 days back into my house.
Oh, so, congrats, dude! It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, 9 months.
That's fucking amazing.
That was a long time to be at La Quinta. Are they? Do they miss La Quinta?
Huh?
Ralph got
They probably do.
Ralph got a documentary funded faster than
me. What was funny? It was my reservation had expired at the end of August, but I knew I was going to stay a little while longer, and so while I was in Oregon, I was like, "Hey, like I need my stay extended at least till September 15th, just to be safe," and because I wasn't there to physically check in, they didn't take it seriously. So when I got to the Quinta, they were like, "Oh, you don't have a room," and I'm like, "The fuck, guys!" Like, because I know them, you know.
What did they do with your stuff?
I was smart enough to take it with me. I wasn't going to leave my stuff there. Right. But so I went through a lot of shit, not from the hotel or anything, but just to get me back.
And you had become friends with you're like.
Well, it was kind of sad because you kind of missed it. Because I outlasted every single person that worked at that hotel except the manager. So I saw a lot of people first day at the job, and I saw them, 2 weeks later when they finally lost it and went.
You were the reoccurring character in that TV sitcom.
I really was.
There's going to be La Quinta, former La Quinta employees.
Here comes the redneck again. Here comes the redneck again.
Getting fucked up, telling stories about their old jobs. Like, there was this motherfucker wearing cowboy boots that stayed at the La Quinta forever.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I've been saying for the longest time, I'd rather just sell my house and move into a hotel. Because I wouldn't have to do any yard work. I wouldn't have to do any maintenance. But
your
the thing is though, you can't do that because technically that's the reason why they had to move me to different rooms.
Wait, how it worked for Howard Hughes? I mean,
well,
every 30 days,
because he would physically buy the floor, and own that part of the hotel.
So you can't stay in the same room for...
No, because you're technically a resident if you stay in a hotel room longer than 30 days. And so then you have different kinds of rights as a person.
Oh, like a squatter.
Like a squatter, yeah. So that's why they have to move you rooms every 30 days if you stay there for a long time.
But I don't think I would care.
I stayed in the manger.
I don't know.
Were they ever like, "Hey Nick, we're gonna hook you up with the suite room this month"?
Actually, I had the suite the first time because they
that was an unintentional pun. Now I meant like sweet isn't like awesome, but sweet that works too.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I thought you were going with sweet as the joke.
You see, they hooked you up though. Like
the first month and I'm at
Did you get miles?
So like all the way to the end of February, I was in the suite, and then they eventually were like, "Hey, you're staying a lot longer than we thought you were going to, so we're gonna have to put you in a regular room." I was like, "All right, fine, whatever." And
was that hard going from the suite to the regular room?
Not really, because I didn't really. The only time I was ever at the La Quinta was just I get there at 10 p.m., go to bed, sleep, shower, and then leave and come right back here to work. So I was never there. Even when I was in the suite, I had a living room, and a kitchen and a big TV. I never sat in the couch and watched the TV one time.
Okay.
Right. It seems like even every day I was there 9 months. I never one time got into the swimming pool. I never took the free complimentary breakfast. I never did any of that.
What? Not the free breakfast?
I mean, what was all of these amenities you were passing up on?
Yeah, I never did.
What was the free breakfast at La Quinta?
They didn't have much. They had the typical like cereal boxes and bananas and apples.
Just take those. Yeah. Those are the things you take with you.
Cereal box is gold. I mean, you don't have any kids, but it's like
you'd have cereal boxes for days now. Like think about it.
You also get that option to like try out cereals you probably never would have bought before, but now they're there. They're
Sugar Pops and
you could
Apple Jacks.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love some. I want a bowl of Apple Jacks right now.
Apple Jacks are great.
Yeah,
they're really
good.
They
are. Mm-hmm.
But my bar for most of humanity is pretty low, and
Apple Jacks just takes it up a bit with
when you stay at a hotel for as long as I did, you see all the inner workings, and like a lot of those people are not getting paid shit, and they treat that place like they're not getting paid shit. So you're like, do I really want?
You're saying my idea of living in a hotel would suck.
It would suck, yeah.
Because
I know I said this before. I noticed that right off. I always assumed that the service came in every day and changed my sheets and made my bed. They did not.
How many times did the service people service you?
Nice. John.
Oh, wait, well, right after it.
More
Okay.
than the Virgin Mary.
All right, Randy says Captain Crunch. It can't just be plain Captain Crunch. It's got to be
No.
Captain
Yeah, sure
Crunch
can.
berries.
No,
No,
fuck that.
no. I'm
No.
a purist.
Oh,
Captain
come
Crunch,
on.
OG.
Oh,
There's
come
only
on.
one way to destroy the
Uh-oh.
roof of your mouth, and that's
No.
the original.
Yeah, but
Captain
at
Crunch.
least you're getting some Captain.
I
Crunch
like
is just
eating
it's boring.
fiberglass.
peanut butter or the oops berries.
Oops berries.
Mhm.
I used to what I used
or
to do
just
as a
berries.
kid- As a kid, I used to eat all the crappy Captain Crunch
Exactly.
and save the berries
Mhm.
for last, and then I would
Mhm.
scoop the berries up.
This
I
is
really
why
like
I
the taste of
identify with
Captain
Jack's
Crunch, though.
generation. Eat
John
all of
Snow,
those.
Did they offer pork chops for breakfast?
What I want to know is, did they offer a pork chop at the bar? Was there any other
There
bar
was not a
food?
bar.
it-
That was probably why I
my
did not
one
take more
segue.
advantage.
I'm just like,
I knew where you
Nah.
were going with.
If there would have been a bar at the hotel,
You'd
Yeah,
be
I
broke
would-
right now, dude.
I,
Mm.
yeah.
yeah.
The only, yeah, I,
Yeah,
There'd
because
be a
And
lot
you'd have
more
no
servicing
hotel
happening.
drinks are expensive,
well, the reason why they don't
and
have a
they're
bar,
watered down.
the reason why they don't have a bar at that hotel is because right next to it is a brewery.
Oh, okay.
And a barbecue place. So I would walk over there and
What was the
And a
brewery?
strip club.
it's Berthoud Brewery.
What?
That's a weird
Was it?
name for a strip club.
Bertha?
Berthoud is a town to the
Bertha.
south,
Okay.
and I, as a Southerner, call it Berthoud, but it's
Is
Berthoud.
it named after the Grateful Dead song?
No, different spelling. That's
Okay.
Bertha.
So I think Matt keeps hinting that he's trying to segue to a versus.
Well, I just
Oh,
thought
really?
we should get the results officially. Like, hey, we did a versus last time. I know it's been like 3 weeks.
It's been
since
like
we-
a month.
It feels solid. Yeah.
All
like
right,
a month. Mhm.
Nick. Do you have the results of who won?
Well, now
The
I need to
first-
look
You could
them
just
up.
give it an approximation. You know.
Yeah,
like,
all right,
I
Jack
mean,
won.
Yes.
I want to recount.
Yes.
It's bullshit.
See, that's what happens when you steal.
Well, the thing is,
That's what
I
happens
thought.
when it's karma. You steal someone's pick.
Well,
Karma
you know,
comes back to bite you in the ass.
the whole time I kept thinking when
This
it
is
was
the
between
worst.
chips and salsa and chips and queso, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. It's good for Matt and I because
Yeah, because we
it's
could
gonna,
swoop
it's
in.
gonna split the vote between
Mhm.
chips, and then
Nope.
Matt and I is gonna be one of the big ones. And like Matt and I got no votes whatsoever.
Again,
It
when I was
just
in- when
straight-
I was
Third party right here. I'm like
when
the
I was
Green
in
Party.
Canada
He's
and
the
Alaska,
Libertarian. We
I
got-
said, "There's no way Matt's going to win because you can't find fucking pretzels in this state."
No, this turned into a political top two. It's either chips with this or but I do know from what Nick has told me, there were people in the chat that were basically like, when has queso ever been given for free?
Never.
But that wasn't part of the deal. It was.
I
It was
think
never.
this
It was,
this whole
Hey, I
thing
won.
got Shanghai.
I won. Fuck off. I will say this though. Every place in Alaska, I said, "Do you guys have pretzel?" They look at me like, I go, "Pretzels." And they go,
Do we look German?
"No, we don't have pretzels." I go, "No pretzels."
I'm
Yeah.
just
Every place had
Fritos.
Fritos.
Pretzel head.
Every place had Fritos, but no one had pretzels.
Speaking of Fritos, if you guys have time, History Channel has been doing it like on a non-loop, and it's like the foods that made America.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
It's so good. There's one really good one about Lay's and Fritos and
Really?
how Lay's started in Nashville, then they moved to Atlanta. You know, when he was like the chip king in the East Coast, and then this family in New Mexico or
He
Texas,
muted
I
that
can't remember.
right after he sneezed, too. He's like,
Dude, I was trying.
But yeah, I mean, even the Fritos one is really, it's interesting, you know, and then eventually, you know, they didn't want to compete against each other because like Fritos was all about the Southwest and Lay's was all about the East Coast. And then Lay's, just being smart, went to the Fritos company and said like, "Hey, I'm not a threat to you. I want to work with you." And then that's why they merged. And it's like,
Oh,
Pretty
Well,
good.
it's-
Lay's
really-
Lay's had that great commercial as a kid. You can't just eat one,
yeah.
and it's true. Can you just eat one Lay's potato chip?
yeah,
No,
Any chip, really, though. Come on.
yeah.
no,
any
there's no
chip.
chips itself.
I've never liked
Uh,
Lay's, as in just a regular original Lay's. Like I would
Mm.
choose Ruffles any day of the week over
Ruffles, it's
Really?
depends what kind of mood I'm in. I like Ruffles.
Yeah.
I'm a Ruffles person, but I like Lay's too.
I grew up on Ruffles. My house was a Ruffles house.
But this isn't the verses I'm picking for this week, though.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It does sound good. Maybe I should switch, but I had this idea.
I want to read the results. of last
Favorite
week.
pretzel
I'm sorry.
shape.
Go ahead.
So the results of last week. So Matt and I were tied. As I said, we both got 6 votes each.
What did you pick, Nick?
Matt picked pretzels. I picked Chex Mix.
Ironic, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah.
In third place, Chris came in with chips and salsa with 20 votes.
Ooh.
And Jack won with chips and queso with 25 votes.
Jack.
Before
Chris,
we
do you feel bad now? Do you feel bad?
No, I love chips and salsa.
Yeah, but you lost.
before we
I'm
get
not
to
gonna. I
that,
forgot what I picked until just now.
Because it wasn't
it
your
was
pick.
a long time.
It was
ago.
my pick.
It was like a year ago.
Yeah, you stole it.
Felt like it.
Off topic, but before Jack gets to his new verses, I know that Chris saw it, but did you guys see that For All Mankind is coming back in November?
Oh no! When?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in November.
November.
I did not see that.
Yeah,
Nice.
Enjoy the TV shows while they last.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're
That's
saying.
strike game
Because,
ending.
yeah, they're saying the strike's probably going to go till March of next year, and if that's
Mhm.
if that's true, that means no new TV, no new movies, nothing until probably 2026, and
Yep.
it's just like
It's going to
fuck.
delay everything.
Yeah.
By that time, the world will be burning. So
AI.
good luck.
We didn't start the fire. All right, you ready for the verses?
Yes.
Chris, do you have the dice ready?
I can.
I thought I'd go with favorite disco song of all time.
Yeah, it depends on what do you define as disco?
Wow.
70s crappy music.
Thing is, though, but the thing is, like if you say something like the Bee Gees are not technically disco; they're R&B.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
but
fuck that. They're in Staying Alive.
but that's not disco.
that's disco. It was a disco fucking movie. I think Bee Gees counts, right? Right.
I think this
Yeah, you
topic
think he's-
sucks.
It does kind
I-
of suck. Who listens to disco? No one. Scott, that's why people had death.
Hey,
Before
John
disco
wants to know:
culture.
can Chris print me up a pretzel on his printer?
Look,
Sure.
disco,
Not editable.
at its very heart was about love and change, and it embodied something
All right,
positive.
rolling the dice. Who's going first? Jack. Jack, you got a fucking 2.
2.
Matt,
Yes.
4.
All right.
Me,
Taking it.
1.
Ooh.
Nick, 6.
Now he is the Unabomber. Nick,
Okay.
Look up. Chris is the Unabomber now.
Yeah, he's going full on Dark Jedi here with us. Okay, so I guess Nick goes first with this disco theme. This really took me by surprise. I had no, but a song came to mind.
Matt
so
says there's a lot of racism, homophobia behind disco suck stuff.
It does suck.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks.
Well, okay, all right, I get it. Okay, so like even Tom Petty hated disco because a lot of it wasn't musicianship. It was beat machines and other things like that. And that's the reason why, because it was not people playing instruments. You look at the Village People, you look at a lot of these things that are they're not really. I mean,
That's a lot of your 80s music.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Anyway, okay, Nick, you're first.
There's 2 songs that I really. I'm gonna.
And we're going with
Jay
the Bee Gees is okay, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
are all 4 of us going to pick Bee Gees songs now?
I'm not.
I'm not.
I have a different song in mind.
I have a different song, but I'm third. I'm gonna go with Chips and Salsa. It's my favorite song.
All right, I'm going to go with Bee Gees then.
Bee Gees what?
I'm going to go
song?
with Bee Gees. You Should Be Dancing.
Whoa.
You should
Okay.
be dancing.
Huh.
should be dancing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I know the J pick is Staying Alive, but I don't.
Yeah, no,
want to do that.
Staying Alive is definitely the J pick, and you're leaving it on the table there. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
and if we don't pick it, someone's going to be like, why didn't you pick
Why you
Staying
pick
Alive?
Staying Alive?
Yeah, exactly.
The thing, I don't like picking those. I mean, there's another song I really want to pick, but I just don't think it would win.
Well, are you here to win, or are you here to promote your song?
Remember, if you win, you get to pick the next verses.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently looking at songs. I can't think of any fucking disco songs.
I'm actually doing the same thing.
All right. All right. Well, okay. Maybe I'll
Okay.
change my vote then, because
Okay.
I don't want it to go Bee Gees. I really
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
All right. I'll go with Disco Inferno.
Okay.
Disco
Disco
Inferno, that's,
Inferno.
Burn,
Donna
baby,
Summer?
burn.
Who's that? Who sings that?
You know,
Sorry.
burn, baby, burn,
does
Disco
it?
Inferno.
Inferno.
You know,
Burn,
the Tramps,
burn.
2 M's.
The Tramps.
Yeah.
Wait,
the
no,
Tramps.
that's not it.
That's it. Yeah, the Tramps.
The Tramps. Okay.
Are you writing these down, Nick, so you can post them?
Jesus Christ.
This is tough. This is tough. So I'm gonna go with the one that first comes to mind for me. I know Staying Alive is out there, and trust me, I want to just win this thing. But I'm gonna pick "Les Freaks" by Chic.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that song.
Left feet.
You know, what's funny
I
is
love the
that-
feeling of that song, and it just kind of like has this like, it feels disco without being BG. I don't know. I like that song. I like it when I see it in movies too. I'm like, oh yeah,
that song originally.
Yeah.
That the original demo of that I think was actually called "Fuck Off."
You know a lot about
Gotta
disco
freak
music,
out.
Nick.
freak out. Oh, fuck off.
It was like
Huh.
"Fuck off," because
Fuck
like
off.
he wrote it when he was pissed and about
Mm.
something, and then of course he couldn't sing it that way,
Yeah.
so it became "Freak Out."
Freak out. Yeah. Les Freaks.
That's a good. I
Freak
mean,
out.
Chic is kind of a forgotten band in a lot of ways,
Mhm.
but they definitely are an important band. You know,
There's definitely like a handful of other ones that I would even choose before Staying Alive. But that one definitely comes to the forefront. So also shout out to September by Earth, Wind and Fire. That's a really good one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, don't steal their.
No, I'm not stealing it. I'm just saying that's a really good one. I like.
All right. So I'm up. I could go. I could.
This is like fuck you, man. Freak out.
I could. You're leaving me YMCA out there. You're leaving
Yeah?
me, Staying Alive is out there.
All of the fans are going to be complaining on Facebook.
I really thought
they're
that
never
would
gonna
be
listen
the
to
first
this.
two taken.
Right.
But they're out there. I could take them, but I'm going to go with Casey and the Sunshine Band. Get down tonight.
Get down.
Yeah, I love me some Casey and the Sunshine Man.
Yeah. So Casey and the Sunshine Band. That was what first came to my brain when I
Okay.
thought about this. Casey and the Sunshine Band. Get down tonight.
Make a
I was
little
like,
love,
Get down tonight.
do a little dance.
Chris is
Yeah.
even dancing now.
Down tonight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm dancing to my song. I'm playing it right now.
You know, if it's funny is there's a band that none of us have even mentioned right now that had
Okay.
probably more hits during the disco era than any other band, but we have not talked about them yet. And I'll wait to see what Chris's pick is.
All right. It's raining men.
Hallelujah, raining man.
You know, it has Funky Town on this list I'm looking at. Funky Town's not a
We
disco
are
song.
And there's some
Another one.
you could do like because like that's the thing is that with that whole area because you got funk and you got disco and you got because like you could easily play that funky music white boy, but that's not really disco. But
No, it's not disco.
it's
That's why
kinda-
I wouldn't take it because
kinda
it's to
lumped
me it's
in there.
funk. It's not disco. Take
Yeah,
me to
Matt got it.
Both, Matt. Yeah.
Play
You know
that
what's funny is
funky
when we first
music, white
said this, or
boy.
when Jack first put this out there, we were all kind of like, "Huh?" But now we're going through all of these songs that we know.
Yeah, this is some great songs. So it's my turn, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So September was my pick. However, I'm going to stray, and I will choose a Bee Gees song.
Oh,
Because it is probably the quintessential disco song. I mean, it's even on the soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever.
well, they have like 6 songs on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. So
Was that?
they have like 6 songs on the Saturday Night.
Yeah, it's Night Fever by Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night Fever. That's a
Like
good one.
Night Fever is like when you hit play and you hear that first like like that is disco. That is disco. So Night Fever by the Bee Gees is going to be my pick.
Okay, so that's 4th place. So So for everyone out there, I'm shocked. Yeah, like Donna Summer. No one picked Donna Summer. No one picked ABBA. Pointer Sisters. There's a lot of really
Rod Stewart. I don't consider Rod.
I don't consider
I saw that,
Dude,
but
that
I
song,
don't
though.
think. Do you think I'm sexy? I don't
If
think that
you
is
want my
disco.
body and you think
Well,
I'm sexy,
the We Are
come
Family,
on,
that
let
Sister
me
Sledge, that
know.
song.
And also,
Yeah.
that song came out in '74, I think.
We Are
what song?
Family.
If you think I'm sexy, it could have been '77, but it's not. Yeah, it's kind of pre-disco.
Crisco.
Dick. Hold on.
All right, what?
Yeah,
what
that's actually a pretty good verses right there.
Yeah, that was. Love Train by the Odeon.
Blondie's Heart of Glass. That's a disco song.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's interesting that the the rap that comes out of disco and that it, rap has elements of disco.
Hip hop, yeah.
Yeah. So
Dancing Queen is disco. Dancing Queen.
Yeah. Definitely. ABBA. I think
all
all of ABBA.
all I can think of with Dancing Queen is a girl on the dance floor in roller skates, like dancing.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all it comes.
Yeah,
and it's
I
a
just-
lighted floor, by the way, too.
Oh,
It has to
yeah.
be.
we didn't pick Xanadu then.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get a lot of comments, but I hope that someone at least listens to our reasoning behind these songs and why we think that they're really great. So,
Since we're at an hour 20, just to kind of, we haven't even talked about, which is shocking. Has anyone watched any TV that's any good or movies?
I just started watching Invasion on Apple TV.
I heard the first season is really a chore, but then it gets good finally at the end of season 1.
Like, I'm in the first season. It's chory, but not bad.
Did you watch?
Really
have you
enjoying it.
watched any of Ragnarok yet?
No.
Okay.
I have not. I was going to the other night, but I repositioned my TV in my living room. So I took it off of one wall and I put it in the other and mounted it on the wall. And unfortunately, now the sound bar is pointing at my kids' rooms, and so I got it. Yeah, wasn't the best idea. But it's just
turn it down from the.
Can you get any felt pads that go behind that? Have you seen those felt pads that you can kind of get to put on your wall to help?
Porno
They're
goes right through those
thick.
walls. Huh?
I watched.
Porno was on the computer, not this.
Oh, okay.
I watched The Eagle with Channing Tatum, Jamie Bell, and Donald Sutherland.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah, that's
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Eagles, it's called the Eagle something. It's not just the Eagle.
I have just The Eagle.
Is it just the Eagle? Okay.
Maybe
like 70, 76.
No. It's Channing Tatum. It's a new one.
Oh no, I'm thinking the one you said Donald. I'm thinking the one with is Donald Sutherland.
Let's see. It's 2011. 2011.
Okay. I'm thinking of an older movie.
I'm thinking of Iron Eagle.
Yeah, Matt K.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Matt K. We're not going to talk about Ahsoka here. We have another podcast to talk about Ahsoka.
Yeah,
And we are going to talk a lot about Ahsoka, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that
know.
was.
We got to decide when we record on that next.
Probably tomorrow.
So,
Or
tomorrow? Does that work for you?
Works for
Chris?
me, but I don't know about Chris.
Works for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
We can make it, whatever time works best. So
Yeah, Randy, Dark Winds is a show I really, really want to watch, but it's on AMC, and I'm not going to pay for AMC Plus. But I do want to watch it.
Wheel of Time season 2 came out as well. I don't know if you guys watched it, but Wheel of Time was the first season was kind of a flop, but I'm hearing that the second season they did a better job with it, so I'm interested in maybe checking that out. For me, the problem was the middle, medieval-ish time frame show that came out at the same time as House of the Dragon and the same time as the Lord of the Rings season came out, and the same time that The Witcher came out. Like, all of those stories are kind of like in one like ball for me right now. Trying to remember which one's which.
Investing in a lot of those shows is so risky too, because I mean, House of Dragon is excellent, with the Lord of the Rings series on Amazon,
I love that too.
With The Witcher, and then what was the other one we were saying?
I stopped watching Witcher season 2. I couldn't give a fuck about it.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's like you're getting a lot of these showrunners or producers that are not staying true to the in any way to the source material. They're like, I want to make it my own version of the story. And it's like, so you're getting a lot of diehard people that really want to watch it go, well, fuck this show. And it's sad in a way. Because I mean, that's the reason why Henry Cavill walked away from The Witcher, was because it's like the producers didn't want to stay true to the source material.
He didn't want to do any more sit-ups. I think that's what it was.
Well, now he's thrown it out there that he really wants to make Red Dead Redemption.
But now he can't do anything.
Why is that? What did he do?
Have you heard of strike?
Yeah.
Oh, right. But he's definitely thrown it out there that he was with Last of Us. He goes, there's such a rich story with the Red Dead Redemption stuff. That he's like, I think it would be great if we did that. He goes, I'd want to do it. But
cool. Well, you even have a few. All the talk shows are not crossing either, are they? Except Bill Maher and
he's just doing
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
But she went back.
She went back. She took some heat and said, "Okay, I can't do it."
Yeah,
Bill Maher is just because he's a stand-up comedian, so he's just doing everything as it comes into his head. Like it's not going to be. There's no writing. There's nothing. You know?
Oh, so he's just doing Ramblecast stuff.
Yeah, he's just doing Ramble.
Yeah. Fucking thief. He has that club. He has that podcast. He has that thing on YouTube Club. He gets on there with drunk people, and he had 1 week with Richard Dreyfuss. I don't know what Richard Dreyfuss was doing in the chair. It just was.
Is he not now? Okay. Oh, sorry. Matt Tree said Bill Maher's not coming back either.
Oh, he's not coming back either. He back down too. There's a lot of pressure. You can't cross that picket line. I mean, it's not like he needs the money, right?
That's true.
But just go do stand up. I mean, just do.
He does that too. He doesn't do it a lot, but he does like probably 10 shows a year.
The sad thing is, you got all these people that depend on the writers, and all these people are depend on that. They're drowning. Paycheck, yeah. They're not rich. And so,
I mean, some of these writers aren't rich either, and then they're not.
No,
they're not really maintaining. I mean, you lose your intellectual property basically, and then that's it. It's like you got one shot at it. So
Rabbit.
I get a lot of the issues because it's like all those things that they're basically wanting extras. For example, if us three or us four walked onto a Justified or any show, and they said, "Oh, we want to be extras," they were wanting us to agree to a full body scan, give us the daily rate of like 100 and whatever a day, and that's it. And then they could use our body scan throughout time as an extra. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of bullshit.
No, it is. That's fucked up. So and we should have ownership on our identity and our body. Like that shouldn't just fall to the wayside just because you're desperate for $100 50 paycheck. You know what I mean? Like if that's the case, there's a bunch of homeless people that they can put to work. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, like,
you're right.
Like if that's all they want is a body scan, it's anyway.
Nick was finally saying something I wanted to listen to, and my computer froze.
Just go back, check the tapes. I know. Thing. Like it'll help our views out. Anything that can help the show out. Send us your emails to what do we send?
Ramblecast at Gmail.
No, RCAD.
That's what it is. RCAD cast at gmail.com. But you subscribe to us on YouTube through Ramblecast After Dark. So 2 words, Ramblecast After Dark.
Yes, let's get that up to 130.
130, throw us a few bones. We don't make a lot because we're on strike as well.
Until the pressure of us having to, eventually we're going to have to honor the strike. And
how is it Ralph can get $108,000 and we can't even get like $30?
He's got the power of Lost behind him.
Dude, he's got arts.
Yeah. Arts.
He's got arts.
Pieces.
Arts.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we're not close to 108,000.
No.
Just saying. I'm not complaining.
Not even close to 100.
Yeah. I'm not close to the 8. But we're not complaining. We thank all our patrons. We thank everyone who joins us live in the chat. But we're going to thank 4 patrons right now. We're going to thank Eckhart Rickner Gloffler, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with the Plan, and Ed, the creepy, poopy letter carrier. Thanks for what you do. And Nick says he has something.
An email.
phone. Oh, we have an
forgot-
email.
Yeah, we have an
Oh,
email. I forgot
okay.
about it.
Okay.
It's not from anyone important.
Jeez. I hope it's spam now.
Yeah, it's called "Hello, Gentlemen and Nick."
Oh, I see. I see
yeah.
what I got. Yeah. Mhm.
I hope you are all back and feeling healthy. I greatly enjoyed Jack's Alaska pictures. That's one place that is on my bucket list. Anyways,
Definitely go.
with the Hollywood strike still going on, I'm finding myself watching shows I never got around to watching the first time as they aired. And Cheers. A show I grew up on, but do not remember watching any of the episodes before Rebecca joined. So it's like the first few seasons are new to me. The reason why I bring
Those are
up
good.
old TV shows is because the 19th anniversary of Lost is coming up, and this week, and the documentary that has and Ralph's documentary has brought me back a lot of the nostalgia. Besides Lost, what show do you wish you could go back and watch again for the very first time and relive the magic of discovering a new show?
Wow, that's a good one.
That is all. I look forward to hearing your answers.
Besides
Namaste. Besides Lost.
Besides Lost, yeah.
Namaste, Jessica from Southern Canada.
Oh man,
I might go with because I didn't watch it when it was going on. I know it had a pretty good community. I'd go with BSG.
That's probably what I would say.
Not the original, the
reboot.
The reboot, because I know it had a really good community and a lot of stuff going on, and I wasn't part of it because I didn't watch it till a few years after. I think they were on season 3 or 4 when I started it.
It's hard. BSG was my immediate thought because I think there's so few shows that make it through their lifespan, and you're like, I really, really like this show, and it stayed consistent. BSG was one of those.
In the reveals.
Yeah.
Like it kept the suspense and the, it's not like, on to another filler episode, I mean, they had a few, but for the most part, the plot just kept chugging along.
Yeah, because they didn't have what they had 12 episodes a season for the most part, till maybe towards the end.
because they did the split because they had
that's
part 1,
right.
part 2, so they'd have 20 episodes in season 2, but it was in 2 chunks.
Season 1 and season 4 are one season, and then 2 and 3 are split in half.
It sucked with season 4 when it was chopped up that way, because at some point when you come back, it's one of the most depressing episodes. And as a fan, you were like, yes, Battlestar is back. And at the end of that episode, you're just like crying and you're bad. You're just like, why did I watch this?
We got Razor and something else in between. I remember
No, Battlestar, definitely popped into my brain. I think also too because I think about it from that time period. But Firefly would be another good one. Just like to see that like first again. It's also time period based too. I think about like where I was when certain shows came out.
Yeah, and there's such a big leap between pre-2000 shows and then after 2000 shows, and that they're more serialized.
I really like Mad Men, so watching Mad Men again.
That'd be good.
I love the first 3 seasons of Mad Men.
I know.
You've heard me complain about it.
John, the retired guy, mentions Dallas. Now, I tried watching it again. It's on Amazon Prime, and it got really hard to watch because the first season you got Lucy Ewing, who's only like 16, sleeping with, we now later find out, is her uncle.
So it's like watching that 70s show.
Exactly. And nobody sent, and I don't know if anyone sent letter of character references to the judge.
Chris's face after I said it was just immediately.
Can you believe those 2 stupid actors? What were you thinking?
Yes, I can.
Well, they're on strike.
I know, but what were you thinking?
Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah, and
Mila.
Morons.
What were you thinking? How do you defend a rapist?
Right.
Oh, he's a role model for who? Rapists? What the fuck? I mean,
that's a bad form.
Oh, bad, and especially for Kusher's like charity that he runs. It's supposed to be
he's no longer a part of it.
My immediate
sense. I mean,
sorry.
Yeah,
no. They probably thought it was never going to be released.
Right.
Yeah.
My immediate thought when I heard about this, that he was being tried for this, I was like, I guess he didn't learn his lesson from Face Off. Because if you remember, he had a little bit role in the movie Face Off where he's trying to rape the daughter. I always forget who's who. And then so it's Nick Cage playing the other one, John Travolta. So John Travolta kicks his ass, and it's like, wow, like talk about life imitating what really happened.
And there were actually, I think he was only tried for 2, but there were rumors of more women that he had sexually assaulted. It's like, and they knew that.
Yeah.
These people in Hollywood they're just in their own fucking little world.
Oh yeah.
Not all of them, because some are okay.
Well, the Scientologists for sure.
Yeah, but it's not just it's all of them. They're
sure.
they're so far.
Scientology's kind of freaky.
They are, but they're so far out of touch because they don't live in the real world.
Well, it's because they've had all of their thetans taken from their body,
and then money just becomes this thing where it's like Michael Jordan. When they're talking about like he was gambling $50,000 or $100,000 on
update on
all this stuff, because like $50,000 to him is like $1 to us,
right?
Like, fuck,
Yeah, we can't even.
John the Try Guy says the parents on the show also wrote letters.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I got to tell you, someone said, I'm like,
you lose a lot of respect for some people.
There's no way I'm writing a letter for someone who I know is probably a rapist. There's no way.
Yeah, I would be like, I'm sorry. I know that we've known each other, but no, I can't do this.
I can't do this because I can't respect what you did.
It's not. I think we're living in a society now, in America now, especially where people just feel like they can get away with anything, and it's just because like even the guy the poor guy that died,
like jerking off a guy in a fucking Beetlejuice performance.
Exactly, and it's like even the guy that hit the guy at the football game. Like, what will happen to that person? And then he stole his 2 kids. There were 16 who stole a car and hit a guy riding a bicycle and killed him.
Yeah,
and it's like
well, they stolen car.
A stolen car, yeah. They stole.
At least they got him and arrested, and then they filmed it.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, what is going through your mind when you think I'm going to post a film of me running over a guy riding a bicycle, and this is perfectly okay,
and laughing about it?
Yeah.
And then you had like Chris brought up the hand job. The worst thing was her blowing the vapor smoke into the person in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
What she's doing to the guy? Okay, that's
and there's a pregnant woman there. Well, yeah, but come on.
No,
the groping's not okay too. If I was there with my family, I would be like,
I get it, but if you're blowing smoke in my direction,
sure.
I mean, come on.
Well, yeah,
none of it's okay.
Yeah,
but it was her. I didn't do that. And then there's video. You go, there's video.
It's kind of fucked up though that the vaping is the thing that makes the headline as opposed to groping, because if I read that, if USA Today led with that headline, that's a lot more stinging than just vaping.
Yeah, but see, if I'm sitting in front of her,
I'm saying it's rude.
I'm just looking back at the groping. I mean, it's all bad.
Yeah.
But if you're
she's a piece of shit. Like,
if you're blowing,
this is not the first time that she's been
on me. I mean, I'm gonna get pissed.
It's not the first time she's been cited for decent exposure.
She's gonna get primaried and she'll be gone. We don't hear about it.
What I really want to happen.
I think
I'm not sure if you saw it. Not with that particular congressperson, but you saw. Did you guys see where Schumer lowered the dress code for the senator? So Fetterman can wear his hoodie and his shorts. And I want someone to come into Congress in a full Star Wars costume, because that's what I would do.
Wait, did you see what Fetterman's response to that was? Because
no.
What's her name? Holy shit! Let me pull it up real quick. I think it was either Boebert or the other one.
Really him?
Yeah.
We were almost done. We were almost done with this tour. We said the goodbyes. We said the patrons, and then there was one.
She said she's a grandma, and I'm 2 years older than her.
Wow.
Let me see here.
One fucking letter. They pull me back in. Going back and doing another tour. This is what I've been doodling tonight. This waterfall with like.
Oh, I see it now.
I got a free pin from the boat.
So
you got something else for free too.
So Fox News tweeted out Dress to impress? ? People are furious after Senate dropped its dress code requirement, and they're saying there's only one lawmaker to blame. Why the bar is being lowered? And Fetterman's response was from his Senator Fetterman, Pennsylvania Twitter account. I figure if I take up vaping and grabbing the hog during a live musical, they'll make me a folk hero.
At this point, does it matter? Dress code?
They're all clowns. Yeah.
I mean, it's just they're not there solving any problems. I mean,
Grabbing
all of them.
the hog.
That is fun. That is funny.
No, it is funny.
I go dress however you want. I mean, because it used to be, people went to baseball games. You look at the old photos; they're in suit and ties and hats and everything like that. Now you just got, TikTok and everything else going on. I mean, dress whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't. You know why? Because I don't pay attention to anything they're doing anyway.
Going back to Bill Maher, I remember when the Casino Royale came out, and it was one of his jokes. It was like, why do you still show people at casinos wearing tuxedos? If anything, it needs to be like today's time. Someone wearing sweatpants, barely a t-shirt, and a bucket full of change. Sitting in a pool of their own piss. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not glamorous. So,
yeah.
But yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, on those notes,
hasta luego and goodbye.
We should be back. We should be back next week. Oh, we
did we thank people?
Thanked patrons, and then you were like,
then the
email.
Got this letter.
And you forgot the email and fucked the whole show up, Nick.
It did.
We just added more sweetness to it.
I like a little bit of sour with my sweet. All right. Good night, gentlemen.
Hasta luego and goodbye.
Don't forget to grab the hog while you have your vape.
Is that the title of the episode? Grab the hog.
Grab your hog.
Grab the hog or Virgin Mary.
And it was the first date.
Virgin Mary grabs the hog.
You know what? First dates are different in Colorado.
Or does she?
Do it.
Bye,
I dare you, Jack, to have it. I dare you to have it be Virgin Mary grabs the hog.
That's what the title should be. Virgin Mary grabs the hog.
I don't even
know.
Let's
do it.
Piss some people off.
I'm not afraid. I'm an
atheist. I don't give a fuck.
I know.
It's hilarious.
I know I'm going to hell, and I'm not waiting in line. I don't have to wait.
Good night, everybody.
You know how many times I said, "God damn it"? Shit.
Wish I produced this show.
You can produce this show anytime you want.
That's right.
Bye, Bob.
Anytime. You want to do it next week?
No, I do this other show. So.
Oh yeah. The J Show.